Hi everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, hello again. So this is my channel. I do DIYs on a budget, Dollar Tree DIYs, thrift flips, farmhouse and rustic, wreaths, and seasonal decor. So if you like what you see here, you know what to do. Hit that red subscribe button. Also leave me a comment. I love to hear what you guys think. And also give me a thumbs up. That helps my channel. You can also follow me over on Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and Facebook. And all those links will be in my description box. But today is day 2 of the 12 days of Christmas, and our hosts are Rustic and Lace and Holly Cole Creations. And their links will also be down below. More about that in a minute, but first let's get into DIY number 1. So this is all about tabletop decor. So the first DIY, I'm taking this wood slice from Dollar Tree, some fairy lights, some of these Christmas trees, which I don't end up using. I do use the deer though, and also this flock Christmas tree, also some snow tech, and these hoops. They're embroidery hoops, and I'm only going to use the inside of the hoop, not the outside. And then some picks that I got. It's a variety from Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree. So the first thing I did was unscrew the inside of the hoops and took those out. Next, I'm going to be using my plaster paint by Waverly, and I'm going to paint those all around, both of them. Once I get those all painted, then what I'm going to do is, this is how I want it to go on my slice. I'm not going to paint the wood slice. I want it to stay the wood because it looks like a tree trunk, so I love it. And it looks like a slice out of a tree trunk, I should say. So what I did is I took some glue and I glued the top, but I want the bottom to open wide. I just want the top to be glued together. So I'm just wrapping some twine to reinforce that because I knew the glue wasn't just going to hold on its own because it's just hot glue. I mean, if you want to try super glue, but I thought this was better. So I just used the twine, and then I just went all the way around a few times, and then I glued it, cut it off, and then now I'm going to glue it down to the base. So I'm going to use some more hot glue, and I'm going to hold it there till it sets to make sure that it's going to stay down. And I hold the other side just to make sure that's not going to lift up, and then I hold that side down, and there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those fairy lights and I'm going to start stringing them through the hoops. So what I did is I started at the top and came down through the bottom until I got to the middle section on the one side. Then I brought it across the front and then started stringing it going up, but only in the one hoop, going back up. And then I did 2, like the other side, just so they both matched. And I only had to use 1 of the fairy lights. I didn't have to use 2 packs. I only used 1. So then what I did is I took it, see, that's how it's gonna look. I'm going to glue down that one portion that doesn't have the lights. I'm going to just use a tiny bit of hot glue because you don't want to burn through your wire because then the lights won't work. And I just used a little bit and I held it on to the one hoop in the back because then the battery pack is going to go on the side there and you're not going to be able to see it because you'll see what I'm going to do in a minute. So next I'm going to take the flock tree and I'm going to put that down with some hot glue. Next, I'm going to put some super glue gel I got at the Dollar Tree on the little deer's hoofs because I knew hot glue wasn't just going to hold this. So I held it there and then it stayed. So you could use hot glue too though if you like. Then what I did is I took some of these picks and I'm just taking them apart because I'm going to be putting them all around the deer and the tree. To make it look like, it's in a snowy forest. So that's what I did here. So I just stuck it wherever I wanted. You could do this any way you want to, but I just used all kinds of different picks. So then I had to figure out a way to hide that battery pack. So what I did is I took one of these towels. They're in the automotive section at the Dollar Tree. I have a bunch of these. And I just cut it out to fit over my battery pack because it looks like snow because it's really a little fuzzy. So what I did is I just took some hot glue and I glued that down to my battery pack to make sure though that I didn't glue it where I can unscrew it to put new batteries in for when my batteries die. So that's the only part you want to make sure. And you also want to make sure that when you glue the battery pack down to your base that you're gluing it so that the screw part is up, facing up. So you could take the batteries out as well. So that's what I did there. So next, I'm going to start camouflaging it even more. So I had some of these snowy picks from the Dollar Tree. I really love these. I haven't seen them out this year, which I'm really upset about because I'm running out, and I really like using those every year. And then these other picks are, like I said, from Hobby Lobby. And I just started putting them, wherever I saw there was a bare spot and I thought it needed something. That's what I did. You just want to make it look, use your creativity. Make it look like it's in the forest, and the deer's in there and it's snowy and all that good stuff. So that's what I did, and I just kept going. And once I got everything where I wanted it, I started to like slowly glue everything down. And I left a lot of this part in so you kind of see how I, made it look, like a forest. And I just kept going with it. This is my favorite part of crafting, is doing this. I love to make things like this because there's so much detail in the work, and I just think that it's just so much fun for me. It's very relaxing. I don't know. It might just be me. Let me know in the comments if you are the same way. But I do like doing stuff like this. I just love it. Just like painting or anything else. I love doing that. It just makes me relax. So then I put some more little picks in here too. So wherever I saw there was a bare spot, that's where I put something else in. I put in some of these snowy berries. They're kind of like a rustic berry. And then some more of these snowy leaves on the side. I also put in some of the, what do you call these? Pine cones. I put those in there. See how nice that looks? I love the way it turned out. And then I just started doing the back. After I finished the front, I turned it around and I just started filling in the back as well. I didn't put as much in the back. I just made sure I filled that section. So now this one pick right here where it has Let It Snow and it has the leaves on it, this one pick I used for the top of this hoop. So it was the perfect size. I used the whole pick for that top. So it came out really, really pretty. And I just put the two big greens up on top on each side. And then I put one of these white leaves that are kind of like a wood, I think. And I put them on each side. And then I took the Let It Snow sign and I'm going to put that up top, right on the tippy top of our hoops. And I just stuck it in there, and then I just put some glue in there to secure it. And that twine also helped to secure a lot of things too with the glue, so which was nice. Then I took some of the berries and I put these are like one of those garland berry picks that was also on there, and I just glued those in on each side because it came with two. This whole pick came with two of everything on it, so it was perfect. And I got that from Hobby Lobby. And it's not very expensive either for that pick. Right now it's 50% off. So, and then I just stuck a couple more of the branches that were on there wherever I thought, it needed to be filled in on the top. So I did the same thing on the top as I did on the bottom. I just filled it in where I thought something needed to go. And then I even took the little tiny acorns, pine cones out of this pack that were from the Dollar Tree. They had them last year. I have not seen them yet this year, but there's still time. They still could be putting these out. And yeah, that's it, you guys. This turned out so pretty. You guys got to let me know what you think down in the comments. And then here it is with the lights on, and you'll see a shot of it here at the end. I did one without it and then one with it with the lights on. And then here's with the lights on. It just came out so pretty. I love this centerpiece. So yeah, today is all about 12 days of Christmas. This is the second day. The first day was ornaments. Every day is a different theme. Like I said, these are our hosts. There's also going to be a playlist. I will have that link down below. Make sure you go check everyone out. And now we're on to DIY number 2. So this DIY, I took this set here from the Dollar Tree. This Joy is from Hobby Lobby. I got it last year. I think they have it again this year. One of these wood pieces from the Dollar Tree, and then another wood piece from the Dollar Tree. Some of those cones, and then some rusty bells and some greenery. I'm also going to use black chalk paint and also white, and then some steel chalk paint. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of wood and I'm going to do it with the white. Then I'm going to take this steel chalk paint and I'm going to just do a dry brushing I'm sorry, it's not steel, it's elephant, my mistake. And I did a dry brushing on both of the white pieces of wood, okay? One is that white signs that you could get at the Dollar Tree. I know you guys see them, they're there every year and for every holiday. And then I took these pieces out. That was the manger that you could get set, and I'm only using the manger. I'm not using the wooden 3D piece on the bottom. And then I'm just painting this black. So I'm doing the actual manger, everything. So then I printed out this Silent Night music note, and I'm going to trace the star out, and then I'm going to use this scrapbook paper to trace out my J and my Y, and that's what I'm going to be using to cover these. So once I get that all traced out, then I just cut them out, and then I'm going to Mod Podge them onto our letters. So first I took the music note. Now you can get these music notes online, just Google it, and you could get it and print it out yourself. They're free. And I just used the Mod Podge and then brushed it out and then stuck my music notes on there. The music note on this one was Silent Night. I thought it was perfect. And then I took the scrapbook and I'm going to put that on my J that I traced out, and then next on my Y. I'm going to do the same thing with the Mod Podge, brush it out, and then put that scrapbook paper on there. Okay, then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of, first I'm going to use my sander, and make sure you sand off all those extra, if you went over a little bit with your cutting, you could just, use your sander to sand it off. Then I'm going to use my dry, this is dark wax, it's by Kills, it's in my Amazon shop. I love using this stuff. I use it to distress a lot of things. I use it on the edges of my work, like I am doing right now, just to bring it out a little bit more, make it look a little rustic and vintage. And that's the look that I like. You could skip this part totally if you don't want to do it, but this is what I like. So you do you. But this is just what I like to do. I love vintage. I love rustic look farmhouse. That's my thing. So I'm going around and I'm doing it with my brush, and you only need a little bit because a little bit goes a long way with this stuff. And it's really dark, so you don't want to do too heavy on your brush. And I just go around the edges, and then I just take my finger and I kind of rub it, and it just rubs it, because it's like a wax. So it just rubs on really, really easy. If you get too much though, don't worry, because you can use a baby wipe and it'll come off. So now what I'm doing is I'm using some super wood glue and hot glue to glue this one wood piece to the back of the larger wood piece. Then I'm going to take my letters and I'm going to line them up against that. This is so that they don't fall off. That's why I'm using that piece, and I really like doing it this way. Then I use some more of the same glue to glue down my J, and I'll do the same thing with the star, and I put some on the back as well of my letters so that it really sticks, and I know it's not going anywhere. And then I did the Y. Then after I get the Y down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start gluing down my manger pieces. So now the manger pieces, what I did is I glued the manger to the front with baby Jesus and then Mary and Joseph, just like so. And I love the way this piece turned out as well. This is one of my favorites. And then I glued Joseph down, and then I'm going to do the 3 wise men, and I'm going to glue them in front of the Y, like so. And this piece just turned out so pretty. And then I go a little bit extra because that's what I do. And I took some of the greenery and I stuck it on the sides in the front of it, wherever there's an empty spot, that's where I stuck it. So I stuck a couple on the sides near the Y and the J, and then I stuck some underneath the star in the center. And I used, this pick is actually from Hobby Lobby. It goes a long way when you cut it up. So I really like getting these, and they're not expensive. And then these picks came from the Dollar Tree. Last year they had them in a pack. I don't know if they have them this year, but you can use whatever picks you want. And I just cut them up And these go a long way as well. And I just put those on, like on top of the other greenery to kind of give it, because they're a little bit snowy. I didn't want too much snowy look, just wanted a little bit. And there, that's how that looks. And then I took some of this raffia because I was like, you know what? It's a manger. There's supposed to be the hay. So I stuck some raffia in the front there where baby Jesus is and Mary and Joseph. I just put a little glue down, cut up the raffia, and then stuck it in the center. Then I took these rusty bells, which are in my Amazon shop. You get a whole bunch of them, and I stuck them on each side just for a little more decor. And then I took some of these pine cones, and I stuck them on each side of the Y and the J on top of my greenery. And that was it for this, you guys. This was so easy, yet so pretty. And I absolutely love this one as well. You let me know which one you like the best down in the comments. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go check everyone out. And as always, remember, stay crafty. Bye.